What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and welcome to episode 10 of For the Love of the Game, the series where I experiment with Queen's Park, the all-amateur side from the lowest of the Scottish Football League, and try to get them promoted all the way up to the First Division. Well, we played a few games, we made a few changes, and Queen's Park are currently sitting in second place, 22 points through 11 matches, even on points with Airdrie, but they do have a match in hand, and today we're going to be taking on our two fierce rivals in Albion Rovers, who are currently in last place, and Clyde, who currently sit in seventh. If we win both of them, guaranteed we're going to be in first place by the end of this episode. But before we get into those matches, let's go through how we fared in the league, as well as some transfer news. And the first big bit of transfer news is Colin Granger, one of our star strikers, is no longer with the team. He got snapped up on deadline day by Queen of the South. And he's not even currently featured in the main squad at Queen of the South. He's at the under-20 side. Not even getting paid. So I don't understand why he would have gone to Queen of the South, other than, okay, they're a championship side. He does have a chance to get into the first team and actually make money afterwards. So that's really the only reason why I see him leaving the club, because he was doing very well for Queen's Park, but I guess the thought of playing for a more prestigious side has its upsides, so that's why he left. And now I have to fill that squad role with from within. I have to build up from Jordan Garden to Tom Collins to down to my youth squads guys. So taking a look at some of the other outs, not a lot of big names, people that just couldn't do the job right. Sam Biggert, Ciaran McElroy, Harry Stewart, Chris Scott, all gone. Others from the youth squad or from players that I brought in who just didn't seem to fit or didn't look like they would fit at all. And now coming to the inside, there have been a few players that did stick around and did stay, and some of them are factoring into the squad. Let's go through some of those, and that's first one is Alasdair Sutherland. He's a 21-year-old Scotsman who's currently sitting in my under-20 side, and he's a left midfielder. I'm trying to bring him up to a left winger just because I want to maximize his potential on pace. 15 pace, 15 acceleration, 13 agility. If I can get him to start crossing better, he can be a very viable force out there, better than Graham Forsyth. He only has a 9 on the crossing ability right now and 11 on the technique, so I'd want him to develop that up a little bit better and challenge for that left winger role. We then have, I'm going to butcher this name, Faircra Kelleher. He's an Irishman, 20 years old. He's a left back, and I've been having a little problem at the left back role in the first place. Turnbull's been up and down, so I brought him on, and mostly because of his pace. His speed's doing really well. 12 on the pace, 12 agility, 9 on the acceleration. That could be a little better, but decent tackling ability with a 12, decent mentals. If I can get him to start marking players better, he'd be a very viable force out on the left side of that defensive line. So good solid pickup there. Another good solid pickup at the striker role, Brian Prunty. He's 33 years old, a little older than who I would have gone after to fill that position, but I want to use his leadership as well as his good finishing ability. He's got 11 there. Sure, he's got an 8 first touch and dribbling, and he's not all that fast, but the short time that I did have him, he banged in 5 goals in 7 matches. That is before he picked up a hip injury in training and is out for the next 2 to 3 months. So right there, I had that nice little glimpse, that brief glimpse of, okay, we have our striker situation solid, and then he goes out injured. So now I have to rely on my youth guys once again. Ian Gray. Ian Gray is a 25-year-old who is very versatile. He can play a number of roles. His primary position is right back, but he can play anywhere on the back line as well as up through the middle, defensive mid, center mid. Not very overwhelming in many stats. He's very average. Average speed, average mentals, average defensive ability. So he's more or less a backup player who I hope can do the job. And then finally, David Sinclair is center mid. 26 years old, once again, another player that's just there to do a job and be the backup player. Very average stats across the board, so hopefully I can bring him in from time to time. And in case one of the players gets injured or is tired. And so far, he's been okay through 7 matches, 6.82 average rating. Not bad. So hopefully he can continue that going forward. Alright, so let's take a look at the matches that led us to get to second place. Since our last live com of Elgin City and Airdrie, the league form has been very roller coastery. We'd win one, we'd lose one. We'd win one, we'd lose one. As you can see here, we defeated Albion Rovers 1-0 off of a very, very lucky goal from Craig Anderson in stoppage time. The match was very hotly contested, very back and forth, very even. But then we followed that up with a 1-0 loss at home against Clyde. That in a very foul-heavy match that led to 2 players going off injured. Jack Downey's injury lasted for about a month, which is why I was led to go after some more midfielders. Clyde's goal coming in the 19th minute off of another very evenly contested match in terms of shot-wise. Possession-wise, we just were not in the match at all. We then followed that up with a 2-1 victory away from home at Stenhouse Muir. Brian Prunty picked up the goal that gave us the victory and all 3 points on the day. 5 shots out of 10 on target. Good, solid possession there. That's how you're supposed to do it. That's how you're supposed to win games. But then, unfortunately, followed that up with a match where you don't play if you expect to win. We lost 3-0 to Anand. Yes, we had 8 shots to their 9, but only 1 of them on target. We just could not find the net. Any sort of attacking chance we had just was completely all for naught, as players were just shooting from about 30 yards out and randomly just to try and put a ball on net. We were playing behind from the early onset, so there's just no reason for us to try and to play like that going forward. We then figured something out. We fixed that and defeated Montrose, recently relegated Montrose, 4-1. Jack Downey, Jordan Garden, Brian Prunty all picking up goals. 10 shots on target to 15 total. That is how you're supposed to win games. You keep pressuring the goalkeeper, and sooner or later, balls will go in. But then we got defeated 4-1 ourselves as East Stirlingshire came in, or we went to East Stirlingshire and lost. Once again, had a bad day up front. 6 shots, 2 of them on target only. Jordan Garden picking up the goal in a penalty kick, but East Stirlingshire just completely dominated after that. Yes, that first goal from Jordan Garden did give us the lead, but we gave up 4 goals in 30 minutes. Not a performance befitting of somebody who is in second place right now. But then off that, we did get 3 wins on that bounce. A 1-0 victory away to Arborough with Graham Forsyth picking up the goal there in a very mostly evenly contested match. We did have majority possession, but everything else was pretty even. Then a 3-1 victory at Elgin City, also recently relegated, in another evenly contested match. Jordan Garden, Kyle Turnbull, Josh Watt all picking up goals there. And then finally coming into this match, we defeated Airdrie, who are currently in first place, 4-1. Collins, McNulty, McCall, and Forsyth all picking up goals there. We had significantly less possession in this, but majority of shots on target and shots taken. It was throw ball forward, put ball on net, and see what happens. We didn't really care for possession at that point in time. And now finally, the Scottish Cup. We actually made it to the 3rd round of the Scottish Cup this season, and we needed to get there via a replay. We took on Forres Mechanics. Forres Mechanics, I believe, are a Highland League side, yes. So they're a league lower than us. But we drew with them in the first match 3-3. And this match was very hotly contested throughout. It was tied for the longest time. Josh Watt picking up a goal first, and then 7 minutes later, Forres Mechanics would answer. Tom Collins then putting us in the lead again, but then 7 minutes later, Forres Mechanics ties it up once again. In the 87th minute, they took what looked like to be the game-winning goal. But then, 7 minutes later, Graham Forsyth in the 3rd minute of stoppage time, giving us the late equalizer which forced the replay. How did we fare in that replay? Well, we kind of demolished them. 5-0 at home. Brian Prunty with a hat trick, Jordan Garn getting a goal, as well as an own goal from one of the Force Mechanics defensemen. Definitely deserved to move on to the third round after this match, but yeah, it was going to only get harder from there. We drew against Motherwell, Motherwell being our parent club, and they weren't going to allow McCulty or McCall play against them. So even if we had them, I don't think we would have won either way. But suffice it to say, the shots just weren't going on target. They just weren't going in, and Motherwell knocked us out in the third round 3-0. But it was nice to actually finally get extra money and finally advance out of the second round after the last 2 seasons were just utter disappointment. Alright, so now we don't have to worry about any of the cup matches. It's just strictly the league. Let's go into it and face off against one of our rivals in Albion Rovers. They're going to come out with a 4-4-2 formation, and we're switching it up a bit. We're going to go with a 4-4-1-1. Chris McCluskey is going to be in net. Gilmore, Milne, McLean, and Turnbull will be the flat back four. Our mid four will consist of Josh Watt, McCall, Downey, and Forsyth. Our lone center attacking mid will be Martin McBride, and sitting up front we'll have Thomas Collins, just because he has a little better attacking than Andy McKinnon. I'm going to hope for the best, and if Thomas Collins isn't doing well by halftime, I'm going to sub him out for McKinnon just to try and get a little spark. So let's kick off and see what happens, and hopefully push us into first place. Alright, team talks went fairly decent, and we kick off. Of course, we're going to be in black and white hoops today, and Albion Rovers looking to be in yellow and red, and already Craig McCall just barreling someone over right on the edge of the box, and that's a penalty all day, every day. You're not supposed to do that, son. Albion Rovers looking to make it 1-0 from the early on, and they do. 7 minutes in, Albion Rovers taking advantage of a McCall blunder. Not something you're supposed to do. I saw that. He just ran into him without any regards for safety there. And right on the edge of the box, too. That you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to know where you're playing at all times. Once again, Albion Rovers coming forward with another attack. Come on, boys. Need to be a little more attacking than that. So I'm going to switch from counter to attacking and start passing into space. Exploiting the flanks would be good too. And let's try and get that goal back. Even if we draw this match, it will still push us up into first place because we'll have one more point. But that cannot happen until we actually start making things work here in terms of play. A lot of movement in the middle right now. Back and forth match. Collins trying to find space through McBride. He gets it through. And it's kicked over the top. Albion Rovers making great use of their passing game. Finding space. Left, right, and center. Good save by McCluskey. Forcing the corner. Albion Rovers in Queen's Park, even on, or almost even on shots taken, but Albion Rovers definitely finding more of the net than we are, as all of their shots have been on target. Not too happy with how the team is doing. Show me something different, and I probably need to do some of that too. Run out the defense, whipping the crosses. Maybe looking for overlap would be good too. And push higher up. Yeah, defense. Need to do better. Midfield, I'm not happy with what you're doing. And let's kick off. And let's try and find that one goal, that one precious goal we need to at least draw this match. Albion Rovers looking to play a more direct style. Graham Forsyth, good shot. Turnbull off the rebound, crossing it in. But it'll be a corner this time. As that ball bounced around, kept bouncing around the front of the goal. Thought we would have picked up the rebound. But we do get it back, and hopefully we can make something happen here. McLean Back heels to McBride, trying to find someone on the wing, but Gilmore's not fast enough. Tell the guys to push forward. As we look to try and find something. That was probably our best chance all day. And we've had many more shots than they have. Alright, now I'm going to do what I said I was going to do at the half. Andy McKinnon's coming on for Tom Collins. And as far as center mids go, Graham Owens is coming on for McBride. And Craig Anderson coming on for Jack Downey. It's all three subs being made at the 70-minute mark. Hopefully nobody gets injured in the next 20 minutes. Albion Rovers with a free kick after 71 minutes. Holding up play. Resetting all the way back to the goalkeeper. They've had... Our defense has had some good success against them, but that right there, letting the ball go over your head, not good at all. We're continuing forward. Oh, header right on his head, and that makes it 2 for Albion Rovers. "75 minutes now, and Albion Rovers once again with another attacking chance. Come on, boys, be a little more attacking. Well, you can't do that, McCall. And you're on a yellow already, so he's going to be gone. You just can't do that. McCall was the one who gave up the penalty earlier in the day, so... Oh, well. This match is lost. We do get a corner kick late in the game. It does fall to us, though. Can we get something out of it? Oh, weak shot. And the keeper is able to pick that up with ease. 30 seconds left in this added stoppage time. Nothing much else is going to happen. Albion Rovers are pretty much coasting right now. As it's just going to be some solid play through the middle, solid passing, but in the end, no good attacks. And there it is, the full-time whistle. Albion Rovers picking up the victory 2-0 and ending our 3-game winning streak in the league. I'm not happy at all from what I've seen here, as the players need to do better. The players simply need to do better if they want to get into first place. And Craig McCall getting sent off didn't really help matters much either. So, alright, there it is. Everybody is now level on point, or everyone is now level on matches played. Could not take advantage of that. Hopefully in the next match we'll be able to push up into first place. So I'll see you back in a second for the match against Clyde. Alright, and we go from one rival to another, where hopefully we can pick up a victory here as we take on Clyde at Clyde, and they're going to be coming out with a 4-4-2 formation. We're going to be switching back to our figure eight, as Jordan Garden is now back off of his previous injury. So now we're going to have Jordan Garden and McKinnon up front. Wingers will be Forsyth and Watt. Center mids will be Anderson and Downey. Our two wing backs will be Turnbull and Gilmore. Our center backs will be Milne and McLean, and McCluskey is sitting in net. Hopefully we can pick up 3 points here, because we certainly need it. Alright, team talks went decent enough, and we kick off. And we're going to be in our all-red kits today against Clyde, who are in all whites. So just to avoid that kit clash there, and, well, we just need something now to prove that we like these red kits more than the white and black stripes, and I have no idea what I'm talking about anymore. But, no, it doesn't look like we're doing any better in the reds, as Clyde getting off to a strong start off that corner kick, making it 1-0. Players not reacting exactly how I want them to. Need to do a lot better. Need to hold on to the ball better. McKinnon getting around one, gets it through to Jordan Garden. What a strike, Jordan! Answering back from just at the top of the penalty box at the 31st minute. It's 1-1 now, and one of the Clyde players is now injured. Very solid up front. Can't say the same at the back. You need to do a lot better on the defense. Keep going. You can still win, guys. Defense, you need to do a lot better. I believe in you. You can do it. Midfield, you're not doing all that strong, and up front, you can do better. And I think one player. Oh, they're coming out. Oh boy, that's a formation I did not want to see. What do I do? What do I do? I need to get on their strikers. All right. Start the second half. Yeah, they are coming out in a 4-4-2, and then one of their players goes out injured, and geez, go to a 4-4-3 and look to take it to us. But we need to go and take it to them as well if we are looking to get any sort of points today. This half is just going by rather quickly. Good dispossess. Now we need to move forward. Hold on to the ball, boys. He made good tackles. Good save by McCluskey. Good hold there. It's excellent of him not to allow that parry. We need to hold on to the ball and actually build up play through the center. Now we get it out on the wing. Forsyth through to Anderson in the middle. Finds, Garden. But that was a weak shot. And now one of our players goes out injured. Jack Downey. We're going to replace him with Graham Owens. I was thinking about making subs in the first place. Like, Josh Watt hasn't been all that great, so undo that. We're going to put Owens in for Watt. And Ian Gary is going to be in for Jack Downey. And I think I want to make one more. I'm thinking about making one more. I don't know if I should. We'll hold off on that for now, because I was thinking about subbing in Gary Kenneth in at center back, but we'll wait. We'll wait on that. 75 minutes gone, and Clyde coming forward, but maybe we can hit him on the counter here. Forsyth with pace, taking it through the center, holding it back to Gray. Out to Owens on the wing. Get across in, son. Gets it into McKinnon, and there it is. There it is. That puts Queen's Park up 2-1 after 75 minutes. Good on. Oh, but I do not like highlights coming straight from the kickoff. Oh, it's a missed header. It's a missed clearance. Off the post. Clear it out, boys. Goalkeeper, what are you doing? All right. We'll cancel that. I'm gonna drop everyone back now. Just because I did not like seeing any of that. Geez. What are we gonna do here? Kenneth, you're gonna come on for that. Yeah, McKinnon. Just looking at what needs to go where. You can go there. And yeah, you stay up there. Alright. Just need to actually be more defensive, play narrower. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Alright. With 12 minutes to go, let's see if we can hold out this win after making these changes. 2 minutes plus whatever stoppage time. 4 minutes of stoppage time. I don't like seeing that. It's mostly gone, though, as Clyde are trying to get one last attack. It's over the top, and McCluskey picks that up with ease. 15 seconds left, and it really should be the end of it. Just playing out through the center. Long ball forward. I don't think Clyde... Ooh, Clyde getting scary at the very end of the match, but there it is, full time. Queen's Park picking up the victory on the day, 2-1. Good job. Good win. And that's actually puts us into first place, as Airdrie losing to Arbroath. Montrose actually pushing up into second place now. But yes, Queen's Park are now sitting in first place after all that. So good on for the boys for that. No injuries, no superficial injuries, or no substantial injuries, I should say. Everyone's fit, except for, well, the players that were previously injured. McNulty's going to be coming back in a couple of days. Prunty, a couple of months with his hip injury. He'll be back for the late season charge. That'll be for sure. But yeah, now we need to figure out when we should be coming back. So in the next couple of months, we'll probably come back right as the transfer deadline is over. So either a non-Arbroath or Arbroath-Montrose right there, late January, early February. That would be another like run of 9 games. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, and a run of 10, 11 games. So a non-Arbroath will be our comeback point. So until that time, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Comments, suggestions, questions, anything else, please leave in the comment box below. Do you want to see me continue on with this? Do you want to see me try any other experiments? Like I said, please leave in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.